I got the ultimate female Bigfoot research team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, what are your names?
Samantha.
And I'm Montra.
Okay, now tell us about your involvement with Bigfoot.
Well, I've been involved for about, 18 years now. Doing research and investigations and going out on expeditions and with my husband and also my best friend, Kathy Strain, and now my group of girls.
Yes, we're excited to get a group together, the Ultimate Bigfoot Female Squatching Team, and we're really excited. We've been working on putting a group together, and we finally have found the women that we love, and we can't wait to get going.
I understand one of you actually has had an actual Sasquatch experience.
Actually, we both have.
Okay, tell me about it.
Well, I had one when I was right about 12 or 13 years old, and I was out in the woods by myself. It's a very long story, so I'll make it quick. And something was pretty much, I guess, stalking me, but it was watching me. And I was out there looking for a little girl that I had played with, and I felt something watching me, and all the hair on the back of my neck started standing up. But I wasn't afraid. So I'm looking around, and it was pretty, dense woods, and I'm looking around, and turned all the way around to the trail I just walked down. Mm-hmm. And I looked, and there was something peeking out from behind a tree at me. And we made eye contact. And it was instant fright to where you can't even scream. You're just so scared. And I was not an athletic kid at all. So I had to run right by it to get back.
Right, really?
So whatever it was, all it had to do was just clothesline me, reach out with its arm, and could have knocked me down.
Was it huge, like they say?
It wasn't that big. It was crouched down. It was this way, so I saw it from like the middle of the face up. I saw its arm that was wrapped around the tree. It had an opposable thumb, 5 fingers. So I don't know how tall it was.
Do you remember what its eyes looked like?
Yes, I'll never forget. I could actually see the sclera, the white part of the eye. And it was looking right at me.
Wow.
Very scary.
You have an encounter, I understand.
I did. I was with my family in the High Sierras. We always stay at a cabin up there during the summer. And I was walking from the back of the cabin into the front of the cabin. And on either side there were windows, so you could see outside. And I was walking by, something caught my eye on the right window. So I went to go look at it. And it's dark outside, but you can tell that there was this huge creature standing outside of the window, and I did a double take because it did not look like a bear at all. It was standing on 2 feet, bipedal creature, and it was really tall. It was at least 7.5 feet tall, and I was younger, so this thing looked like a giant to me back then. And I just remember freaking out because I'm like, there is no way this is a bear. What is this creature standing right outside of our cabin?
Had you ever heard of Bigfoot at the time?
I had, because my uncles, we would go up to the mountains with my family, and my uncles would always tease us like, okay, be careful for Bigfoot, like trying to freak us out as kids. So when I actually saw this outside of our cabin window with my whole family, I was freaking out. It was so close to our cabin, and it was so real, and it was terrifying. It was so big.
You two eventually kind of bonded over your mutual experiences?
Once you've seen something like that, it changes you. And it alters your life. It really does. And so it's just something that it makes you more curious. And even though you were scared, you want to know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm really open to the possibility that these experiences are real. So many people who've had this stuff who've never met each other,
Right.
and there is some small evidence out there, and a lot of these people have reputations for having a lot of integrity and being of impeccable character to not lie about something, and that really made me think, there's something to this, and so no.
Too many stories not to believe that something can be out there that we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Too many stories.
Have you found any evidence in your search in all the years you've done it, or come close?
We've had some really bizarre things happen. We've found prints, we've cast prints, we've got vocalizations, we've had tree knocks, we've had tree breaks. We've had pretty much the whole gamut of different types of, I guess you could say, communication or whatever, although we have not got anything on film, so we don't have anything but blurry pictures, which, we call them blob squatches because you just can't seem to get a good picture anyhow. But we've had a lot of very personal encounters, and those are the ones that really stick with you. And especially after you've been out all night, something weird's going on, there's something there, is it watching you because you can't see it? So, there's experiences like that we have whenever we go out, or not always, but a lot of times when we've been out, that you just don't know what it was. You leave with more questions than you came with.
Great. Any place we can get information about you?
You can see us on Facebook, so the Ultimate Female Sasquatching Team, and we also have our own webpage, which is being designed. Actually, I'm thinking that's up now, so she's our web designer, so I look that way. So,
Is that your sister? She can she can pass for your sister.
So it's
Femalesquatching.com.
All right, ladies, thank you so much. You enjoy the rest of the
you too.
Bigfoot Bonanza.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.